the analyst at William Blair out saying that the U.S. government could take a notable stake in the company as the only U.S. antimony producer. Gary, do you see the U.S. government taking a stake in the company?
Well, it's something we don't, stay up at night worried about. We've been very fortunate in that the U.S. government has given us an incredible contract. This is the DLA, which is the Defense Logistics Division of the Department of Defense. We won a $245 million sole source contract about a month ago, and so we're working hard to fulfill that contract. And what that is antimony ingots that's used for our defense to hold in stockpile for future wars.
So can you fulfill that with the capital structure that you have right now? Do you need more money in order to fulfill this?
No, fortunately, we've raised over the last month and a half about $100 million of capital. So we're sitting on a lot of cash. We have no debt. And we actually have revenues, cash flow, EBITDA, and net income, which is unusual for a small mining company. We did announce, though, on Sunday, yesterday, of our attempted takeover of a company in Australia, which is a large antimony as well as gold producer.
Larvotto Resources.
Some new mine starting. Exactly. So what that does for us is it adds additional value. In fact, with our reserves and Larvotto reserves, we'd be in the top 5 of the world, which is something I think both the Australian government and the U.S. government really would like to see.
Yeah, and I just want to dig a little bit deeper. What kind of tonnage of antimony would this be in terms of this deal that you're making with Larvotto?
Well, you got to understand that Larvotto is just a miner. They do not do the refining end, which is what we do. So we have a smelter in Thompson Falls, Montana, and we have one in Madero, Mexico. So the one in Montana is being expanded significantly, 5 times greater than what we currently produce. That expansion will be done in our first week of January. The smelter in Mexico, we could expand that probably 5 to 6 times as well. So what this resource that Larvotto has, we can bring to our smelters and make a finished product, not only for the government, but we make products for 7 other customers. People don't realize that antimony is used in many, many different things, and especially with the new AI technology going on. We make fire retardants for roofing materials, which all these data centers require, and then we make typically in most electrical cords to keep them from catching fire.
Wait, so it sounds like important, and I'm just curious how much you guys are paying. Can you share anything in terms of this company that you're buying? How much?
Well, yeah. So we did make an offer. We already own 10% of the company. So over the last 30 days, we've been quietly acquiring shares. It's a company we've been looking at for 9, 10 months, and we wanted to wait till the appropriate time. So we bought stock. We own 10%. We announced that we're required by the Australian government to do so, and then we made an offer to the management of the company. And the offer is basically, we will give them 6 shares for every 100 shares of their stock. So if you looked at the valuation, it's a $400+ million transaction.
Okay, good to know. I want to go back, though, to what Tim asked you, Gary, initially about William Blair's call. I mean, are you guys talking with the U.S. government about them taking a notable stake in your company? Are you working on a deal? Is there anything going on right now?
Well, obviously, those type of discussions I can't really talk about. I will tell you, we've been working with the DOD on a grant. We've talked about that publicly.
We have, yeah.
We're hopefully at the final stages of that. And I mentioned already the contract. So the timing of the transaction with Larvotto couldn't be better. Obviously, the Prime Minister of Australia was meeting with President Trump today in the White House, and I'm pretty certain this deal was discussed. So anyway, I think that what we've got to do as Americans is realize that China has a 100-year plan, and we're not part of that plan. And we, as the largest antimony producer in the United States, want to build those reserves and resources and not be dependent upon a country that is not doing things in our best interest. So it's not only antimony, we're involved in tungsten, we're involved in cobalt, as other rare earth companies are also moving into the space. So we're trying to step it up, and we think a collaboration between the United States and Australia is a great way to do it.
You just said that you're pretty sure this was discussed between the two leaders today. How are you so sure that was discussed?
General Jack Keane is on our board, so does that help answer your question?
It does. Thank you.
Okay.
I know Carol had another.
Wait, did they call you? Did they call you to talk even a little bit further about the possibility of this?
No. But
Do you want them
if you
to
look at what the discussions were about, it was about critical minerals, it was about rare earths and a collaboration, and this is obviously what we're doing.
Do you want the United States to take a position in your company?
Not necessarily. We've access to capital is not an issue for United States Antimony. We want to do what's best for our shareholders and what's best for the country. Right now, we think that we can accomplish those goals as an independent company without shareholder ownership. If the government comes to me and says, hey, we definitely want an ownership position, then that's a different story. I'm not really in a position to talk about that at this point, but you can see the close alignment between the United States Antimony and the U.S. federal government, and it continues to strengthen. We talk to them almost every day about different things.
But do you feel like you need a U.S. investment to maybe, I just feel like, do the companies that get U.S. investments in the mineral space, if you will, have an advantage over those that don't?
I'm not sure what the investment does as an advantage. If you need capital, that's one thing. We don't need capital. We have plenty of access to capital. As you noted when we first came on the air, we've had a tremendous run in our stock, and it's because we have access to antimony. We started mining our first antimony mine in Montana last week, brought 7 loads of trucks down the mountain. So we are actively mining. We're the first fully integrated antimony company in the world outside of China, and we're happy about that. We think Larvotto will definitely add to that equation.